AI revolution is here. AI agents are about to replace whole teams, and the world is going to be changed forever. And I don't want you to be left behind. That is why in this video I will share 3 most important things that you must have in order to make it in the industry. They're not optional. I've been in the agency space for over 8 years now. I own my Coinpol agency where we build custom AI solutions for over 2. And right now I'm not gonna teach you how to be a developer, launch a startup, or get a tech job. This is all about selling AI solutions to businesses and making a fortune doing that. I'm not gonna talk about the typical agency path. Okay, choose the niche, find the problem, hire, scale, whatever. There are billions of videos on the YouTube right now, how to build an agency in the proper way. I even have the videos about the AI agency specifics where I go over step by step on how to get into the game and how to build everything from scratch. And I can tell you even more. I'm right now recording the video where I am building the AI agency from scratch and literally getting the first client publicly. Okay, gonna publish it later. But the actual secret, okay, let's call it secret, on making it here is becoming a business oriented. The problem right now that a lot of people don't understand, the fulfillment in the AI space right now, in the agency space, in selling automations, does not matter. Gonna get a lot of hate for that, but it's true. Let me explain. I'm not saying that the fulfillment in terms of what the results clients see from your work doesn't matter. The actual fulfillment is not a problem and should not be a problem for you. So this is where the problem is. Curiosity, patience, and pitch deck sales. These are the 3 things that you need. And if you master them, you're going to be good. Now, of course, here the 4th thing could be a business skills, sales, marketing. Sure, again, I don't want to be generic. So let me explain. Curiosity means that you need to be in the industry. You need to be curious to see what's available. If you are coming from the business perspective, analyzing businesses, you will know what their problems are. So if you are starting from scratch and you are targeting, let's say, real estate firms. Now, of course, I will ask you, so why, and why this niche? What the leverage do you have about this niche? It doesn't really matter. Again, this is not what this video is about. The first thing that you need is a pretty good understanding of the different possibilities, but do not confuse it with learning how to do X, Y, and Z. So let's say if you are targeting a very specific market, you need to be aware of the potential solutions that can be built for this specific market right now. Okay, let's say in 2nd or 3rd quarter of 2025. You need to understand the models, the automations, the potential agents based on the business skills, aka the value that you see for this specific industry. Okay? If you are not curious, if it's hard for you to explore different options because there are so many of them, you're not gonna make it. Okay? This is the first thing. Of course, it goes from the business perspective skills. So once you master and once you understand a specific niche with the specific problems, everything will become easier. But there are a lot of business-oriented people that are not curious, that are trying to learn, and they're just still getting behind because it's not enough. The industry is moving very fast, and you need to be in the game all the time. But the difference with the development is that it has never been easier for anyone to build an automation. or a workflow or an agent, there are platforms like N8N, Replit, Bolt, Cursor that already starting to integrate their AI agents where you just provide a prompt and increase the entire workflow. And I can tell you even more. You can right now, go to Claude, upload the bunch of templates of, N8N automations or Make, and it will create like JSON blueprints for you and that you're going to upload. Now, of course, it doesn't, works perfectly, but it's going there. So same thing happens with the apps. What I'm saying is that if you are trying to be curious in terms of the specific tools and specific aspects of how to use X, Y, and Z, this is not going to help you. You need to be with a business-oriented view. You need to see how the solutions can be applied to the specific industry problems that you are trying to fix. Okay? So this is the first thing. The second thing is patience. Now, this is what I struggle a lot, and I'm trying to get better at that. It's gonna take time. Okay? I'm sorry if you're trying to, save your life by, making a few $1,000s or a few tens of thousands of dollars, and you need to do that in the shortest amount of period. It's not gonna work, okay? I don't want to demotivate you, but I am not one of these guys that is gonna tell you that, yeah, you're gonna make it. It's pretty, fast. Of course, it's not easy, but you can make it. Like, this is not how, usually the things work. Plus the fact that the AI industry is still relatively new, it makes it much harder for you to understand the use case, explore everything through your curiosity, prepare for the solution, and then actually start the marketing campaigns, reaching out to the companies, closing them, fulfilling the results, and making money. So what you need to keep showing up. Again, I don't think that I found a quick success in the industry. When I started in, something like April 2023, I was sending cold emails for almost like 4 months without able to, land any clients. Now, I was hopping on a lot of the demo and trial calls. I was closing the people on the prototypes and the demo, so I was kind of, making some money, but I was losing money primarily because it took a budget, to run the outreach campaigns at scale. And if you don't have money to invest into marketing, into getting you out there, or not even that, into allowing yourself a few months, 3 to 6, trying to land someone and trying to make it, I'm sorry, you're gonna fail. So if you don't have the money, you better find the 9 to 5, okay? Or if you currently have a business, you continue to focus on your business, trying to do this on the side while exploring different possibilities. So you need to be patient. And again, this is my biggest problem, concern for me, for myself. This is what I know I need to work on. I want success to be fast, okay? Even with the YouTube, I was showing up consistently, posting 2-4 videos every week for more than 1 year now. And only after, 6 months, I started to get some traction. It is hard, but this is kind of the only way to make it work. And once you have all these things, if you think that you're curious, if you understand that you have, the business skills needed to make it. If you give yourself time, if you allow yourself to learn and make it, then what I call it's a pitch deck sales. It means that when you're presenting the potential solution, right now it's all about marketing, okay? And I think this is what it's gonna be for quite some time, because all of these solutions make it very easy for anyone to build anything. You need to present your solution in a way that is different. And of course, these are the marketing skills, but I call it a pitch deck sales skills, because if you are able to present what you're selling in the outcome-oriented format in just 2-page presentation, that you can send to the potential clients where they can see the value, you're going to be okay. I'm not saying that you will send it to the clients. You might speak about it on the call, live, on the phone, on the Zoom, or on the physical event if you're like going into different conferences. So if you are able to pack the value in a concise format, that's everything that you need. So again, the barrier of entry in the space is very low. So many developers are trying to build cool things. But what you're gonna see is the people that were always winning in other businesses will just win again in this game, in the game of selling AI, because they're not going to be focusing on the development. The fulfillment is not something that will differentiate yourself from the competitors. You can easily hire a team, you can outsource the work, you can partner with someone, and you can watch the video somewhere here where I was explaining how to actually do that. What are all of your options? So in reality, the people that will understand the problem of the business, then sell the solution, and only then delegate the work and focus on the work will win. Yeah, guys, sure. It is not that easy. I am sorry. It is not that easy as you think. This is why a lot of people come to the space, because they think, okay, I am going to learn N8N and I'm gonna build something cool and businesses will buy. No, they will not, okay? They will not. Even if it is useful, there are thousands of other people that are building the same thing. Now, of course, you can have a unique value. You can have a unique value proposition and a unique product. But if you do not have an ability to present it in a pitch deck format, if you do not have patience to allow it to grow, and if you do not have curiosity to keep developing it or keep finding the specific things that businesses are looking for that you can fix with all these new AI tools that are getting added every day, it's going to be a failure. It's going to be a failure. So I would say that if you just going into the niche, forget development, start watching the videos, seeing what other people are doing, but not the automations that they're building, the problems that they're solving. And yes, it is a problem. There are not that many channels on YouTube like mine that show real client case studies and real problems that we're fixing for the businesses. Your goal would be to find these resources like mine. And you better watch as many things as humanly possible. Then you need to understand, okay, what about the business? So who I'm targeting, what problems I'm solving, how I'm gonna reach out to these people. So you need to master all these business skills. I'm not covering it here in this video. Then you're curious, then you're actually giving yourself time. If you have the business, if you have the 9 to 5, if you live in a parent's basement, okay, prepare that you're gonna live there for 12 more months. Then you try to create a pitch deck, which is the presentation that's going to show the value that you're going to deliver to the business in a concise format. And then you actually start the marketing. If you are not going to master these 3 things, you're going to struggle. Thanks for watching. Peace.